What's up, party people? I see you calling yourselves that in the chat stream. Welcome to the Dusty News Network, where we talk about all things dusty that we find all over the internet. We weren't here last week. I had to rush out of town, so the slides, most of the slides, not all of them, that you'll be seeing tonight were from last week. But we did pull some and mix them in with some of the newer stuff. Um, yeah. We have a full montage of dust for you to laugh at today. As you go through these slides, if you are like, "What is she talking about? What's dusty stuff?" This is what we're talking about. So this is you run across some of the stuff like you're going to be seeing tonight, and you would like to have it considered for inclusion in the next show. Then this is what you do. You send a screenshot you took on your phone, or you download it to your computer, whatever you need to do, and you email it to survivingdating@gmail.com. Make the subject line Dusty News. You can say Dusty News Network, Dusty News Stuff, whatever. As long as it says Dusty News in there, we'll be all good, okay? Thank you, everybody. Oh, like people got their wine, they got their chocolate, they're ready. Popcorn, everything else. All right. Since we have so many to do, because there's like all kind of extra ones, let us get started, okay? Okay, here's the first one. Now, how many of us have heard this? When people who do a lot of online dating, they see this all the time. I want a girl who loves long romantic walks. And they try to make it sound like it's something special. Like they're going to be devoting all their time and energy to you. It's just going to be the two of you in love, strong. Thanks, Aisha. I'm trying, girl. Um, but basically, just like the meme says, it's because they don't have a car and they don't have no money. You know how you know this? Let me tell you how you know this. If they start talking all of that stuff, a dude that's got it going on is not trying to look like he doesn't. Even a guy like I knew a guy whose family was really wealthy. And he had an apartment in San Francisco and he just lived like basic because he wanted to see if the women were really into him. This was like in the 80s. He was older than me, but I really remember that because he was so concerned that someone would only get with him for his money. So he just was just looking, he was just looking regular. And he had a job in construction. Okay. This boy had a MBA from Harvard, but he got a job in construction because he just wanted to be regular. And then he found this lady and she just really loved him and everything. So then he took her to his parents' house and sprung the news that he was a multimillionaire. And this is before the dot-com boom. So dude had all kind of money. But when a guy, even in a situation like that where a guy has millions, he's not gonna he doesn't want to look like a cheap bum. He may not take you to the most expensive places, but he still wants to take you someplace nice. He wants to show you a good time. It's important to men that they do that they present themselves as having some kind of class and a sense of fun and stuff. And it may, like I said, may not be a fancy place, but it's gonna be some place that you like and that you have a good time with them. Walking around amongst beetles and mosquitoes and sand fleas and shit, I'm sorry, that just ain't getting it. That ain't getting it. That ain't working. All right. So just remember that. If you got to do, I mean, if he's doing the other stuff and you do this too, well, then that's different. But if this is all he wants to do, this little inexpensive dime store stuff, you got a problem. Ooh, look at how toe up dude is. Just toe up, just dusty, just raggedy, as they say. If she not a dime and don't got a fat ass, I can't talk to her. And this is what you be looking at. And we all know this. The ones with the highest standards are the lowest on the totem pole. The dudes who actually look pretty good and have something to talk about they're a lot more flexible. They're looking for something more deep than what the physical. And these people are looking like some kind of like reject from I don't even know what. I don't even know what to say. He just looked like that costume been recycled 927 times. Oof, honey, and look at that grill. No way. But you get the idea. They just be looking toe up and had a nerve to be talking about what kind of woman they want. Hey, thanks, Henri. Yeah, he not a 10. Girl, he barely on the chart. Look at them raggedy ass clothes. He about a 2 on a good day with a breeze and one eye closed. Shit. Let's move on. Oh, now this shit was funny because y'all know your cousins be messing up these words, all of them. Before we go on a date, okay, I'm going to say them the way that folks be saying them. Yeah, I need to hear you say screet, scrimp, strawberry, scrape, specific, February. I don't know how you mess up computer though. I don't know about that. And how you mess up Buick. See, I guess I'm a little too bougie for this. Library, you know how they say library, and ambulance. Oh, this was hilarious because your folks be screwing up some words. Oh my God. Wait. Speaking of scrimp, I know I've told this story before, but I don't remember how long ago it was. When I lived in Houston, I went on a date with this guy to the Attractiveness Cafe on I-45. Now, I was young. I'm in school, right? And he was a little older, so I'm thinking, okay, this dude, he should have it going on. He dressed nice and everything. Honey, why did we go into this place and this dude ordered, like the boiled shrimp? And they come with the shell on. You have to peel them yourself. This fool takes the shrimp with the little wiggly legs and everything and pops it into his mouth and chews it. And you can hear that crunching of the shell. And then I'm imagining them little legs. No, that was like the first and last date. And other than that, he was a cool person. But he was just too country. And it's not like I'm the most bougie person in the world. My parents weren't rich or anything. But it's like, no. You eating the shrimp shells and all, dude, I can't with you. I cannot do that. I got to go. Mm-mm. So that just reminded me of that. Yes, girl, I'm telling you, it was something else. It was like a bad dream. I couldn't believe what my eyes was seeing. Thanks, Stacy. Oh, y'all just diving in today. This is great. So let's go. Let's move on to the next one because whew. All right, now look at this. This and you all know this is how they do too. They be sliding into your DMs. That's why I really don't spend that much time on Facebook. Well, I guess I can't spend any time on it right now because I'm in Facebook jail. But even when I wasn't, I would go over there, promote my little stuff, maybe make a few posts here and there, and then I'm out. But because I just can't with these dudes that want to be sliding into your DMs trying to holler. And I'll be straight telling them, I'm not on Facebook to date. I'm on Facebook to make some money and promote my shit. So, what you talking about? Yes, scrimps. Oh, computer? Is that how they say it? Girl, I did not know that that's how they would be messing it up. Okay, well, thank you for in educating the sister, because I did not know, Issy. I had no idea. But yeah, I don't want see, married men to do this kind of stuff are disgusting. That's why I got banned from Facebook. That's why I got banned from Facebook for 30 days. Somebody made a post talking about married men who cheat. And I said married men who cheat are trash, right? They banned me for 30 days for that because somebody didn't like it. Somebody reported my comment. So I got 30 days for saying the obvious. So I was like, wow, this is kind of interesting. But anyway, I just had to share that story. That's why your friend over here is in Facebook jail. All right. Now, this dude, they've seen every girl. Okay, girl. Thanks, Angelica. Every girl has lost a good man. Okay, girls don't date men. Girls date boys. Women date men. So this whole thing, it already gets off to a bad start where they're, trivializing womanhood and calling it a girl. Now I know, the phrase when people are dating is girlfriend, boyfriend, and we, for lack of a better term, really use that one a lot. But ain't nobody in their 40s and 50s, no boy and no girl. So it's becomes a challenge. I mean, maybe if you guys could come up with a different term, I don't think people be saying, "Oh, my lover, oh my man, my boyfriend, my significant other, my boo thing, my whatever. I don't know, whatever you want to call it." But I thought it was kind of interesting. But anyway, he's trying to promote this thing that she took advice from her quote lonely ass friend, and that's why she's single. And what they don't want to understand is, I mean, yeah, I suppose there may be some women like that. You know what I mean? There's some dudes like that too that be sabotaging, trying to holler at your girl and stuff, and then they tell you about it and try to put a spin on it that wasn't true and all kind of stuff. I had that happen with my husband before we got married. Idiot. He got cussed out so bad, even my brother cussed him out for being stupid. But when you have, what they don't like is a woman who has a support system. So he's, running game and acting stupid, and her girlfriends are in her ear saying, "Girl, that's not right. He shouldn't be doing that. When they do this kind of stuff, it means this and this and this and this and this here." And so him, in order to kind of to try to lower their importance in her life and kind of discredit them, he will say that they're quote lonely ass. Okay, but even if they are lonely, that doesn't mean that they're not right about your fucking ass and the shit that you doing. So what's that got to do with anything? She might be lonely because she's waiting for the right dude to come along. See, they never want to give the woman, any credit for not being just a flip around, going around with any old dude who wants to talk to her. She's waiting for a specific type of dude, the specific man that she knows is right for her to come into her life. So, yeah, there may be some lonely moments in between there. But if she's got a friend who's got her back, then that friend's telling her, the right thing. Watch out. Don't let your loneliness guide you down a path of death and destruction. But see, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. So he's over here trying to discredit the friend like there's something wrong with her. Idiot. So y'all watch out for men like that. And she says, maturity is when you break up with your boyfriend and still visit him every weekend to cook and take care of him till he finds a new girlfriend. Now, I'm going to hope that she was being sarcastic because if she's not, hey, Sean Q, thank you. Oh, you guys are being so generous today. I appreciate it. Sean Q, I'm sorry. What's this chick's name? Lammy? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But that's maturity. No, that's an idiot, girlfriend. That's an idiot because if he needs his woman to take care of him, he should have acted right. And then he would have somebody there to cook and take care of him and love him and, sex him down and all this other stuff too. But he, didn't act right and that's why he got terminated. And do you think I'm going to go over there and provide him with services? Please. That's going to my new man, not you. To the dude who know how to act right. Definitely that's not you. Now this was pretty funny. And this is a super flashback. Miss Piggy? When have we last seen her in something? And it's like dudes forever be calling females, okay, females, thoughts. So I got a word for y'all, knots. If you not paying your own bills, you not paying your child support, you not working, you not making your own money, you not driving your own car, you just a not ass ninja. Isn't that beautiful? You're a knot. I said, oh, this is brilliant. Who thought of this? Who thought of this? But you guys, it's true. But see, you got a lot of women that want to step in and do all this stuff for the dude, which I don't understand. It's like, how can you respect him as your man and you treating him like a child and he's acting like one and you just taking care of him like he's a baby? I don't know about y'all, but I can't get like jazzed up over a man like that. I just feel like I can't respect him. I just, even if he's not making a lot of money, I want him to be making his own money. I just can't I don't know. It's just weird. But my dad was like that. I mean, my dad only had an eighth grade education, but he was a hustler. He was a hustler, and he had a lot of ambition, and he worked really, really, really hard to be a success. And then he was. And so when I see that trait in men, I recognize it and I appreciate it. One thing I'm not gonna do is be with no dude who want to drive my car because he don't have one, and get money from me because he don't have none, and ask for some help all the time paying his bills and stuff. No, why would I do that? But so many of y'all do it, and I just don't understand it. I don't get it. So let's move on. Enough ranting about those broke knots. This was hilarious. It's when your girl says, "Listen to this, listen to this." And it's a song telling you about how you ain't shit. Oh, look at his face. This is too rich. A wife or a second mother, a lot of them are looking for a mama that they can screw. That's what I call it. You know, it's just really weird. And of course, if it's your man and he's not feeling well, if he's grieving, he's sick, whatever, you provide him with some nurturing, some support, a little pat on the back, and it'll be all right, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Don't be cold to the dude. But these dudes that are always crying about something and whining about something. It's like, damn it, which one of us is the girl here? I don't, like, why you got to be whining more than me? That's just not sexy at all. Ugh. But yeah, his face, that's just too rich. The picture was perfect. Oh, you would do that? Cassie, no. I have never done that. I might have an opportunity though some point in my life. We'll see. Okay, let's move on to the next one. We got a zillion of these damn things. Oh, Daniel. Daniel messed up. Daniel, oh, telling the women what they need to do with their vajayjay. And so this dude comes back and say, "Well, then shave yours then, Daniel." I was like, "Oh my God, this was too funny. This was too funny." He just like just dinged him. I can't stand these kind of dudes, but you guys know that. These dudes that want to try to command women what to do with their bodies. And the only woman that cares about what you like, Daniel, and even that is kind of iffy, is the woman that you're in a relationship with or married to, something like that. Other women really don't give a shit what you like. And so you posting it on the internet like somebody cares is wasting your time. Nobody cares what you like. Nobody even likes you. Nobody even knows who you are. So you trying to give, this like this grandiose statement, like, women are supposed to be like falling all over themselves to shave to please you. I mean, what kind of narcissist? You see what I mean? These dudes be tripping. That's something that you and your woman discuss. The two of you arrive at something like that. But personally, I think men that are into that look are pedos. That's what I think, because that's just not normal. It's not normal for adults. Yeah, exactly. See, I'm trying to tell you. You took the words right out of my mouth. He's a trip. Mm-mm. And all the dudes who think like him, them too. All right. Now, this one isn't necessarily a dusty meme, but it reminds women to check for dust. So that's why I included it. It reminds you to check for dust because um, a lot of you get caught up in the fact that, the man will say things. He'll say all these things to you that, you feel like he loves you and you feel like he wants to be with you and you think based on what he said that he's down for you and all that stuff. Okay. But then his behavior says something different. Like he says, "Oh, I love you," but then he's flip flopping around with all these different women. Or he says, "Baby, I just want to be with you," but then he's sliding into other women's DMs all the time. Or, "I just want to be with you, girl," but you can't find dude. Dude be MIA. Or he's, you hear stories about him being elsewhere with other folks. he's like, yeah, baby, it's me and you. That's like married. Let's be together. And then he go and have a baby with some other broad outside your marriage. I mean, this kind of stuff I'm just saying happens all the time. So women need to understand, don't hang on to the words. What is he doing to back the words up? And that is what separates the men who are sincere from the dusties. Okay, but some of y'all get so caught up in the words because of the way that the words make you feel and your interpretation of the words. And these motherfuckers just be just like just rattling off stuff just off the cuff, and they're not doing anything that is meaningful to back it up. And so that's why I included this, so that you could, be reminded that Dusties can spin a yarn so well. They just spin it and will have your head all in a tizzy. But you got to see, I mean, it's good when the words and the behavior match up, then his words mean something. But if he just talking and then he don't never do nothing, nothing ever happens, all the promises he makes don't come true, nothing, you can't depend on him for nothing, then what are you doing? Okay? So that's why this one was included as part of the Weed Out Dusties campaign on this channel. All right. Okay, now ladies, I concluded this because sometimes, the dust is coming from the female side of the fence. Look at his face though. Whoever's made some of these memes are really good because the pictures that they are using are just perfect. When you realize why she's single. Look at dude's face though. This is hilarious. Yeah, the Dusties time, the Dusties would be like the dodo birds. They're about to become extinct. If I had anything to do with it, because y'all need to, elevate your pickers, ladies. Just is that Kevin Durant? Well, he still the expression is just pricelessly perfect for this meme. And he's not the one who's dusty, but I'm just saying. That expression is like, oh, well, there you go. Another one bites the dust. I keep hearing stories from dudes about these crazy bras out here, and I'm just like, wow, that's kind of messed up. I don't know what to say. I can't defend women who do some of the stuff that I've been hearing about. I just don't. I have no words, as they say. I have no words. I just be like, well, glad you got away from her because she sounds like a nut, and then I just move on. But yeah, I thought this was cute. Okay, now this is some serious dusty logic. We have to dissect this one very carefully. Okay, very carefully. Yeah, y'all, if you get confused about the dust, you submit your advice question before you make a gross error. Okay, submit your advice question down below under the show description. There's a link, or at the top of the YouTube channel, the Debsterism channel, you'll see a green button that says, click that button to get advice. Click it and then submit your advice question that way. And try to do that before you do something stupid. Okay, because once you do it, you're gonna be trying to ask me to help fix it, and that's harder than it is to prevent you from getting into some shit in the first place. Okay, so this dude, he's trying to basically what he's doing here is promoting men cheating on their wives. He's promoting it by saying, well, look, some of you wouldn't even be here if your daddy hadn't cheated on his wife. And if all men were honest and faithful, most women would be single and would die without children. Are you getting this? Are you hearing this? If all men were honest and faithful, most women would be single and die without children. How does that work if all men are being faithful? Then how are the women single? He's just, are you guys getting this? This double talking narc talk? That's what he's talking narc talk. Okay, if you're faithful, then your woman ain't single. She with you. And she would have children with you because you're a faithful husband. Okay? So I don't know do you guys understand what this is such stupidity here, and his logic is so twisted and so dusty. And he want to, appreciate his cheating ass daddy. Well, honey, you just go right ahead and you do that. But nobody else is gonna be appreciating that dust bucket. Look at his head, all misshapen and stuff. Mm-mm. Let's move on. Now, this is some truth right chair, as they say in Louisiana. Right chair? This some truth. Truth, man. He done truth. He says, I put this in here because it was in honor of Halloween yesterday. He's like, you miss your cycle. I bet you I'll run and be screaming then and scared half to death. I know that's right, dude. I know that's right. Unbelievable. Oh no, what is this? How did I get a blank slide in there? Okay. When you block your ex on everything, but they still have access to your Netflix account. Can we talk, please? He changed his name to Can We Talk, Please under his icon. I don't know what I did there, why that blank one is there. That was confusing. But yeah, some dudes are real desperate to contact you, and this one is a perfect example. I used to have a fax machine. I blocked this dude on my email. I blocked him on my phone. I blocked him on my cell phone. I blocked him on my house phone. This motherfucker sent me a fax. I was like, no, no, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I couldn't believe it. He was that desperate to talk to me. But I blocked him there too. It is, after all, a phone number. All right, let's move on. Next slide. And so this lady's like, look, dude, public service boxers are not shorts. You cannot wear them outside. Don't be walking around in your drawers outside. Don't tell us what to wear, he says. Teach the girls not to stare. Okay, you know what? You got your junk swinging under your boxers and stuff. Dude, really? Really now? What are you doing? I don't teach the girls not to stare. You walking around outside in your drawers. Everybody's gonna be staring at you. Most likely you're gonna be staring and thinking, wow, what a dork. What an idiot. Doesn't he have enough sense to put some pants on? Why is he walking around in his drawers outdoors? What is that? Yeah. Yeah. This all of this logic is dusty logic, and all of it is going to make you annoyed. Now this shit here was hilarious. A good woman is hard to find. You gotta steal one from a nigga who's fucking up. And that's pretty much what I was telling the dudes in a video a couple of weeks ago when I was talking about, how they don't want to validate their woman. Did you see that video? I was talking about them because they were like, oh, you shouldn't validate her. You want her to be your toy and you want her this and that. And I was trying to explain to them, dude, I mean, it's like if you got a woman and your praise and your attention is meaningful to her, and then first you give it to her and you get her all fixated, she's all happy to be with you and everything because she feels good with you, and then you yank that away from her in your effort to control and dominate her. Well, now you have a woman who's a good woman, obviously, right? But she's sad and she's upset and she's crying and she's lonely and she's needs this attention and stuff. So here come Mr. Player, and he sees her, and he sees her. He sees she a good woman, and she sees that you fucking up, and you don't want to give her validation and praise that she needs, and so he gives it to her, and then the next thing you know, your woman is over there, and you by yourself, because with your validation and praise still in your pocket. And these guys, this is a perfect example of what I was talking about. You know? Well, yeah. Well, if it's not that great, then we definitely have a problem. But if it's not that great, you shouldn't marry him. Let me just tell you that. If you don't like what he does, in bed, don't marry him because you'll be miserable. That's not gonna work. You talking about being faithful to somebody for the rest of your life. Depending, I mean, if you're young, of course, that the rest of your life could be a lot longer than, say, somebody my age. But still, even if it's only 5 years, you still want to have, some good, satisfying stuff going on between the two of you. So let's move on. This is hilarious. Look at his face when she tells you she's focusing on herself, but then she gets married. Well, she's still focusing on herself. She's focusing on herself as far as what she needs in a man, and what she needs ain't you. You and your shit. She don't need you. She's focusing on herself and her needs. That's how that had happened to it. But yeah, dude's face, he got his little faces all kinds of cracked. And she just left him in the dust and went on went on with her life, marching down the aisle, happy as a little clam. Sorry, dude. You messed up. Somebody else rolled in and snatched her. You should have jumped, should have jumped up there and did what you needed to do. Exactly. And that's how it happens. You be like focused and then the right dude just pops up and then the next thing you know, you married trying to figure out what the fuck happened. At least that's how it was for me. Okay. And I thought, okay, this was kind of dusty, girlfriend. I mean, what? Who says stuff like this to people? She must have wanted to get rid of him. That's all I could think of. Because this is some bullshit. I mean, in his answer, I have to say, is the right one. Because she came at him all kinds of dusty. I don't like guys named blank. You have to impress me. You have two texts to keep me interested. Go. He was nice because I would have said, here's text one, fuck you, and here's text two, fuck you again. That would have been me if I was a dude and somebody said that to me. But he was very polite. I thought he was very gentlemanly. I have to give dude his props. Cause if I was a dude, I wouldn't have that gene. I would be like a rogue, just a motherfucker. That's what I would be. But yeah, look at this. She just like the epitome of a dusty broad. Yeah, but see, she was doing that neck thing, but that only works on certain kinds of people, certain personalities. And if you lead off with, I don't like guys named whatever, okay, then that already means you don't like me. So nothing I do is going to change that. And I'm not going to try. I'm not going to waste my energies on somebody who already knocked me out of the out of the competition. I'll just be like, well, shit, deuces. What I'm gonna do? Change my name to suit you, bitch? Get out of here. So, yeah, she was just super dusty. And I don't know what she was trying to do. Somebody said they see what she was trying to do, but it wasn't delivered well. I'm clueless what she was trying to do except get cussed out. That's what she was trying to do. She was trying to, because she'd run into the wrong dude. That's exactly what would have happened. She would have been every kind of bitch and hoe that there was. And then she would have deserved it by coming to somebody all kind of crazy like that. What do you say some crazy shit like that to somebody for? Dummy. All right. Now remember this? Where the little boy had all these people gathered around. I don't know if you guys saw the video. And that little girl with her wild long hair, and that's her hair. And he, put this thing up and asked her to go to some homecoming dance or some prom or something. And she said no. Now look at how these men responded with their ads. These are adult males now talking about what they would do to this little girl for saying no to their son. And as it turned out, she said no because she might have had another reason, but actually had a boyfriend that she was already going to the dance with. So of course she said no. But none of that was even considered that she might have a reason why she said no, like a dude. But they look at this. I tell my son to shoot her, cut her hair off, and then you know she would have gotten her ass beat, and if it was a white boy, this and that, and blah blah blah. So he, he all in these films. If you look at these three allegedly adult males and how they responded to a situation that it wasn't even them, not their child, and not their little girl. Yeah, I mean, of course the kid was disappointed, but his ass got over it. How you gonna be asking a girl something like that? And see, that's the thing that drives me crazy about these men. They want to do something like that and think if they put you in a situation where there's a lot of people that you'll be intimidated into giving them what they want. That's what the whole purpose of that shit was. I was proud of her because she, even in spite of she was surrounded by 100 different kids and adults and whoever else was there, she still said no. And that was good. I'm glad. If that was my daughter, I've been very proud of her. She was not intimidated into doing anything that she didn't want to do. And that's why dudes do this. They propose in big mass crowds like this and do all the stuff. And that's inappropriate. You trying to get a woman to say yes to try to please, so she won't embarrass you and stuff, hoping that she cares more about your image than she does getting herself entangled with somebody who is trying to purposely manipulate and coerce her into something. So no, shh. Yeah, but look at this viciousness. Cut her hair off. Shoot her. What? Because she said no to a date? Are you getting this now? So you got little girls, especially if your girl is cute, you better watch out and make sure that you are Johnny on the spot protecting her, because these are the kind of people that are out there with their resentment left over from their own childhood. They're pushing it on this little girl and this little boy they don't even fucking know. Just weird as hell. So I just wanted to show that too. So remind you, you got teenage daughters and young girls in college age and stuff like that. They're gonna be the targets, especially if they're pretty, of these dusty clowns like this. Okay, they don't have good sense. They're not wrapped tight at all, and had a sense of entitlement and such violence towards a woman who would dare to tell them no. That's what like oh shoot, I'll shoot you. I didn't get much of that though, because everybody knew my daddy was crazy. He would have came to the school and shot up everybody. Now this was hilarious. Even though you're not my girl, I don't want you out here acting single. That's how they do too. They be trying to tell you what to do from day one, date woman one. Is it crack? Is that what you smoke? You smoke crack? She says with that perplexed expression on her little Barbie face. I thought, wow, this is hilarious. Yeah, I think you're right, Drea. So they try to intimidate her, into doing it, but shoot. Be like, nah, and run off. Yeah, boys do need to be taught to accept rejection and that girls have the right to say no. It's their body. It's their time. It's their life. You asked to share some of it with her, and she is the ultimate decider of whether she wants to do that or not. Okay, so do not get in your feelings and want to be, acting violent and stupid, because she might change your mind. But if you start acting like an idiot, then she's gonna know she made the right decision. You would have proved her right. So yeah, this here is just this is a hot mess right here. I don't want you out here acting single, trying to exert their control from the jump. We're not even a couple. Get out of here. Now, listen to this. Now, this is a dusty logic right here. I forgot to put this word up there. A dusty logic. He says that females. Now, when they say females, you're already on some bullshit. Females that talk back and don't listen are usually single, and he thinks that's amusing. You just think, okay, I would want to be single, because if I have to be in a situation where I can't have a controverting opinion, and that I have to listen to you like you're somebody's lord and master, and I'm a slave with a neck brace on chain on, then we don't have a relationship. We have a master slave situation, and you just want somebody to bow down to you and call you Maza and shit. Them days is over, home skillet. So if a woman wants to be single, she would be better off than to be bothered with someone like you. And it kills me how they always want to try to promote a woman being in a relationship with a man as her status being elevated. I mean, her status may be elevated if that's the right dude and he really loves her and they really have a really nice relationship together. Then both of them status get elevated. But to think that just because a woman is with a man, any man now, any little dust bucket, he's not having any kind of qualifiers for this, just that she's, you know, not single. Um, that is a problem. I look at that. That's a problem. A lot of dudes and silly women have that attitude that that's something that women should strive for. And so this young lady says, I talk back because we live in just because we have a relationship doesn't mean that, he's about to control me. I'm not submissive. This nigga need me more than I need him. So I'm going to say what I want. And I agree with her. It's like men don't realize how much of an energy sap they can be. And if the guy's not mature and he's this kind of needy, silly kind of dude, a relationship with him is going to be exhausting and draining. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun. It won't breed the kind of thing that makes you smile when you think about him. It's going to be the kind of thing that makes you roll your eyes and get a knot in your stomach. And I've been in situations like that. I don't want to be like that anymore. So I would rather choose to be single until Mr. Right comes right along, knocking on my door, and then that'll be that. Oh, home skillet, yes, honey. That's my. I think that's from the '80s, but I'm telling on myself. And this one, kind of follows up on that. That no quote real man wants a loud, messy, negative ass female. See here they go with that word again. Female. They love private, grown, responsible women. Now, you living in the house with the woman, your ass live there too. If the house is messy, what you doing to change that situation? Why has it got to be all on her? And if she's negative, she may have a reason because the way you talking to her or treating her. No woman just sits around trying to be negative. There's a reason. And it usually has to be with something that you either did to her, said to her, or didn't say to her, or didn't do that you were supposed to do. It's going to be one of them four things. Okay? So, a woman whose man is on it, 100, she don't have nothing to say. All she be walking around doing is smiling and grinning because her needs are getting met and she's very happy with him. What's she gonna say? Nothing except for "Hey, baby," "Hi, honey," all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. These dudes, it's like they just want to treat you any old kind of way, and for you to just, accept it, and to try to say that if you accept it, that makes you like, something to strive to be. Just be quiet and take whatever he says and don't say nothing, and clean up the house, and don't be messy in any other way either. I don't know. I don't know. I know a lot of women think that that's how they have to be, and they want to be in a relationship like that, and they don't say nothing, and they just let him talk and all this old kind of stuff. But if a guy, I mean, he might be a very smart guy, but he doesn't know everything, and sometimes they're gonna say something that's just wrong. You need to correct them. Yes, tell it, Keish. Keish preaching in the chat room. Somebody kill Anthony Wilson. Just kill him off. Just block him from the chat. Just block him. Just make him go away. Wait, shall I do it? Do I know how to do it? Uh, uh, uh. Hide user on this channel. There we go. That takes care of any comments and any chatting. He's gone. Ah, so wonderful. Okay, let's move on. Russell James says, "My girlfriend just passed the bar. Not only will I be a stay at home dad, I'm suing everybody." That was kind of cute. But, he's bragging about that he's dusty. He's dusty. And, but I don't know, maybe they have a reason why he wants to be a stay at home dad. I don't know. But whatever works for them. But the fact that he's bragging about it is kind of dusty. Okay. Goodness. Remember we talked about this? How people want to call each other mommy and daddy? That's kind of, ugh. I don't want any man that I'm sleeping with calling me mama. That's just nasty. That's just nasty. I don't want to do that. Um, and she points out the dudes love to be called daddy till their pregnancy tests come back positive, and suddenly they want to be backpedaling and talking all kind of stuff that don't have nothing to do with being nobody daddy. I could understand that. That would be shocking. Plus, you're looking at 18 years of somebody being tapped all up in your wallet. And don't let them be special needs. Oh, you can forget it. You're going to be tapped forever. Stop talking about that fool. He's out of here. Okay? Stop wasting up bandwidth talking about somebody that's not even in the chat room no more. He's irrelevant. He's immaterial. Stop talking about him, you all. Stop mentioning that name. I'm going to block all these things that mention that fool's name. Because I already deleted him. And so now I'm removing any reference to him from the chat. I will go through and do that. All right. I don't like that kind of stuff. All right, let's move on. Now, this shit here was real. This is real. This is real. And, look at that fly ass white boy. That motherfucker is fine as hell. He all tatted. I mean, I'm not really into tats, but I mean, he looks very, manly. Nice chiseled features. He's cut. He got some buff going on, you know. And look at the sister there. That girl is cute. She's very, very pretty. Look at her. And then look at these water buffaloes. And I don't know what these things are that these other two brothers are with. I'm just saying. Yeah, he fine as hell. He just looked like he fucked the shit out of you. That's why she grinning, looking like, I know, huh? Oh, I'm trying to tell you, I'm letting this one stay up a little extra, lady, so you can, like, screenshot it, get your eyeball all up in that picture, see that real, 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 real good. Just real good. You would perch on him, Cassie. Shut up. You guys are stupid. Ah, they not at the jail. They're at like some kind of ruins, probably in Europe somewhere. Oh, this is too funny. But yeah, them other two over there just looking a hot mess. And look at them pants and stuff they got on. Them outfits. What is that? I mean, I know I'm not the best dresser in the world, but god damn. There has to be some level of not shopping at Walmart that must be involved here. Oh, okay, let's move on. I would be ragging on them for the next 2 hours. All right, this guy says sometimes a dude don't even love you, he just loves your apartment. And this is true. Now you women, we done talked about these homosexuals. As it's wintertime now, right? The daylight saving time about to end. It's about to be dark early. Folks gonna be like cold. It's wintertime. The rain's about to start. These brothers be living in the park and stuff in the summertime. They'd be okay. They'd be all right. But now, thanks, Nat. But now it's getting cold, and so they about to, need to be indoors. I know, money girl, because I like to go in Walmart. I buy stuff in Walmart, appliances and stuff, because the price is like $10, $20 less than every place else. And plus, you can bring it back if it's all messed up. I like that. So I'll go in there and get my little stuff. But you see the people in there. It's just kind of scary. And this is what, so you thinking that a dude is in love with you, and he looking around. Or look, she got the nice couch. It's comfortable. It's warm. Her mattress is nice. She got space. Nigga be comfortable here. She got a big screen, a 72-inch surround sound system. Shit, I need to be here. And the next thing you know, he in love. And next thing he know, he moving in. And you trying to figure out what happened. Just met the nigga 2 days ago. It's like, oh. Yeah, you can't sleep in your car. You will be a ice little popsicle. Oh, now this is funny because my little cousin is like this too. He gets his little hair cut and he be all up in the mirror. Thanks, Latoya. He be all up in the mirror thinking he just missed a fly guy. And look at this dude got a pot belly. He don't have no booty in the back. He got them hot dog rolls on the back of his neck. Face is kind of mugged out. He got moves and shit. But honey, when he looking in the mirror, look, he's this fine African specimen. All because he got a haircut. Whew, this is funny. Oh, this is hilarious. Waiting like a little sheepdog. Y'all are too much. But yeah, this I thought this was so funny because this is definitely a dusty move. You know, man boobs are moves. Even when they ain't got a haircut, well, I don't know about all that. This is funny. Now look at this Gila monster. Girl, let me just tell y'all. Let me just be honest. Let me just be honest for a minute. Let me just be honest. Were I to wake up in the middle of the night or at any other time within a 24-hour period and see that looking back at me, I would scream and take off running like Roadrunner beep beep out. This dude is frightening looking. And I'm just like, what in the world? Look, he just like looking for somebody to take care of his ugly ass. Dude. If you're gonna have a woman taking care of you, you got to look like something. You don't look like nothing. You look like the backside of a donkey's ass. This is not cute at all. And talking about somebody, you know, he want to find his soulmate. Somebody 30 to 45 on their job for 5+ years and a mortgage, so that means they own their home, right? Match me or miss me. Oh, which one should I choose? Jeopardy music playing. Doom, 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 doom. Up, cut it short. Miss me. Yeah. He looked like a rat who bred with a roach and just became a giant mistake. It's like, dude, tighten up your dreads or whatever them things are in your head, looking a hot mess. Them roots all big and shit. Ugh. Nat's opinion say he looks like a serial killer. It's like, I can't with you people. I cannot with you people. You're just out of control. Yeah, this is some hideous looking something right here. But ooh, look at that. Black singles only. I suggest you stay away from that page. All right, next one. Woo! Oh. Now, and this is very true. This guy Darren was pointing out the levels of dust of some men. Chicks be having a car, a crib, a good job, makes good fry bread, thick, got morals, stove abilities, scented candles, bank account. Her kids are good. She backs to all their remotes with the batteries is still in them. Leftovers in the fridge, tank on F. Will even help a dude get on his feet and some more shit. And he'll still cheat on her with a heifer that ain't got enough for a pint. And he pointed, that is very true. That is very true. It's like they don't appreciate it, which is what I told y'all. Why you don't do nothing for a man. He has to do it for himself. If a guy doesn't do it for himself, he doesn't have any pride in himself. And he doesn't appreciate it. A man who gets to, his stuff on his own and makes shit happen, that motherfucker walks around with his chest out and he just exudes this different kind of energy. It's very attractive. And, this confidence and this, like he knows he can do stuff. And I don't know, it's just very manly and it's just very attractive and it's just exciting to be around a man like that. These guys where they looking for you to do everything for them, I mean, everything. I mean, I'll cook and, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about everything. They can't even do their resume for themselves. They need you to do everything, practically wash their ears after they take a bath because they don't know how to do anything for themselves. And that that would be such a major turnoff. And so when you see something like this, where this woman has all of this stuff going on. Obviously, the guy doesn't, which is why he's bringing all this stuff, right? He cheats on her with somebody that don't have enough for a pint. So it's like, what is he doing? He doesn't appreciate her. He resents her, which is what I told you in the video. There's a video on this in the 7-minute lessons on life and love series. Check that playlist out. 7-minute lessons. I'll try to remember to put it in here so you just click it. But in there is why you don't help men and the damage that you do to yourself and to him by trying to step in with your cape on, swoop it in to save a grown man from himself. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Even your sons and stuff, you got to raise them up so they know how to do for themselves. Even if a guy's not rich, he just might be, just have to be a regular working dude, but he just got a different kind of confidence about him because he makes some shit happen versus these, dusty dudes. They don't have nothing going on. So then it's like, what's the dumbest thing a man ever said to you about, eggplant, reproductive health, menstruation, etc.? Someone I was dating asked me if I could reschedule my cycle so it didn't coincide with his birthday. We did not make it to his birthday. Okay, who does that? Who does that? Cassie, I love to cook. I have a cookbook out in case you guys didn't know. I have a cookbook called Why Vegan is the New Black. It's on Amazon. You can check it out. Those are all recipes either I created or I recreated from some meat-based recipes from my grandmothers and my aunts. So it's like soul food and California cuisine. Why Vegan is the New Black. That's my cookbook. I love to cook. So I don't have a problem with cooking. And I know how important it is. My mom was a registered nurse. And when you do not cook for your children, you put your children at nutritional risk. You put yourself at it. Their teeth fall out. They don't grow the way they're supposed to. They develop the way they're supposed to because they have poor nutrition. You cannot feed kids fast food and restaurant food with all that fat and sodium in it. That's why black people have kidney failure and high blood pressure eating all that trash. You cannot feed that to your children. You're fucking them up. You're going to fuck up their teeth. You're going to fuck them up while they're still in the womb. Cook. Learn to cook. You've got to cook. You cannot be eating this trash that they call food in these restaurants and stuff. You're going to kill your family off. Yes. Thanks, Lady Boss. So this is just a dummy right here. This guy, wow. So know so little about a woman's body. And you don't know that's basic stuff about a woman's body. You don't need to be up in it. Yeah, even if you don't become a vegan, got some good options. Sometimes just do, a plant-based meal a week or two, 1 or 2 times a week. You just notice the difference in how you feel. Well, yeah, but I mean, he just, why should a woman do that? Why should she douse her body with hormones to please him about something about his birthday? Fuck that. No, 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 no. And this one was like really cute. When does the next batch of men come out? Because these ones are stale. Oh, unfortunately, they're just getting staler and staler. I really feel bad for the youngsters, man. These dudes are just whack as hell. The group of men I date is older. Some of them is whack too, though. But they at least they have a better chance because a lot of them was raised in the old-fashioned values and morals and stuff about women and relationships. Not all, but a lot. But by the time you get to the 30, I'd say 35 and under group, it's a wrap. They don't do nothing. They don't know nothing, and they ain't trying to know. It's very going to be very challenging. That's why I say y'all need to get you a passport and go somewhere where people still raise their sons to be men, like with some class and style. Because these ones here, they ain't like that. And now here we are at some of the Savage Awards. Look at her response to dude's comment. Look at this. Look at this. I don't even need to read it. It's only 2 lines. You can handle it. She just went in on him. You know, what's he going to say after that? Dude probably slinked under his bed and just sucked his thumb in a fetal position because she straight slayed him. And you know what? Savage Award number one. This is number one. I was just like beyond control here. Actually, I don't know why this, because there's some other ones here, but well, this is all right. It's out of order, but I don't know how that happened. But well, it's okay. We'll just deal with it the way that it is. I don't know what I did. Savage Award number two. Last night was amazing. I have earned a second date. And so she puts this picture of a knot, a rope that's frayed with a knot in it. And he's like, what? She says, afraid not. Afraid not. Get it? Afraid not. Oh, I was like, okay, that's very savage, girlfriend. That is very, very savage. All right. And let's move on to the next one. Now, this was just nasty. These two, these two just went in on each other. Yeah, I just want, that, what do they call that? A hominu? Afraid? No, I don't know. I get those mixed up. But this right here, and first you're going to call them, garden tools, putting fish in everything tacos, salads, biker shorts, and leggings. And he thinks it's funny to insult women like that. I mean, okay, how nasty can you be? And so then Cassandra come back and say, oh, no, you be putting cheese in just everything. Basketball shorts, boxer briefs, cheesy dick, skid marks. I was like, oh, the savagery. It was just too much. The savagery was deep. Oh, okay. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, that was it. Okay, I thought I had some more. I don't know what I did. Maybe not. I don't know what I did. But anyway, whatever I missed, we'll put it on the next one. Okay. But that's it for the Dusty News Network of tonight. Oh my God, these people are out of control. These men are crazy. They're crazy. I don't even know what to say. Just out of their minds, just crazy. And, as we saw, there's some women that's right on nipping at their heels, just as whack as the men are these days. But I'm going to be back. Remember, we're back on Sunday with my guest, the young man, Glenn, my friend Glenn. And he's going to be on, and we're going to talk to him about, some of the issues and the perceptions and the thinking of the guys in his age group. He's around, I think he's around 30. I never really asked him his name, but he looks pretty young to me. And, kind of get an idea of what he's hearing and what his friends are saying and what his position is on, dating and stuff like that. And, this whole culture, the internet culture, because, they're raised up in it. I mean, I participated in it, but my youth had already passed by the time all this hit. Whereas these kids, like, my daughter's age and stuff, they grew up. I mean, this was like they cut their teeth on all this stuff. So it's going to be a very, very interesting discussion. And I hope that thanks, Miss Kitty. I hope that you guys can come and join in. And if you have a question that you want me to put on my list for him to try to make sure that you get it answered, because after I do the written ones, then we'll start taking them from the chat room. But if we run out of time, then we won't get to the chat room. So if you want to make sure your question makes it on the list, then email it to survivingdating@gmail.com and make the subject line question for Glenn or something like Sunday, even something so I know what it is versus just thinking it's some spam or something. And then send it in, and I'll add it to my list of potential questions to ask him. But yeah, we get started at 4 o'clock on Sunday. That's 4 p.m. Pacific time on this Sunday with my friend Glenn. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. You guys, thanks all the super chat donations. That was great. And of course, Queen Lady Boss. holding it down. That's my girl. And everybody who, submitted memes for this show, couldn't have done it without you. So we'll be back again, like I said, on Sunday and then the following Tuesday as well. If you're not a subscriber to the Debsterism channel, please hit that subscription button and that instant notification bell so you get a notification remind you to come here when new content is uploaded. My name is Deborrah Cooper, advice columnist on survivingdating.com and right here on YouTube. I'll check you all out on Sunday. Bye-bye.